Welcome in guys to your NFL Week 13 recap. So we start off with the Thursday game. Last Thursday, I know this is going up on Thursday morning, but whatever. The Cowboys versus the Saints. The Cowboys were at the Saints. Going into this game, the Cowboys were 7-4 to the Saints 5-6. We have a Mitchell touchdown in the first to make it 7-0 to the Cowboys. Passing touchdown to the Saints in the second to make it 7-7. 55-yard field goal to the Cowboys in the second to make it 10-7. 34-yard field goal from the Cowboys in the third to make it 13-7. Pollard touchdown in the third to make it 20-10 in the third. Field goal in the third to make it 13-10. Touchdown by Watkins in the fourth to make it 27-17, and Deontay Harris had a touchdown in the fourth, and that was 27-17. Then we have the Cardinals was on the road to the Bears. Bears football, yeah. 3 hours of Matt Nagy, Ryan Pace, and Ted Phillips. Bears football. Andy Dalton is the quarterback. So we start, and going into this game, the Cardinals were 9-2. The Bears were 4-7, and the announcers were like, "What if the Bears can make the playoffs? It's not about making the playoffs. Who cares about this meaningless? Always they can have a seed in the playoffs. It doesn't matter because that's just meteoric of the McCaskey way and the McCaskey mindset. What you should be focusing on, what every Bear fan should be focusing on, is getting Brian Pace out of Chicago, getting Ted Phillips out of Chicago, and getting Matt Nagy out of Chicago. Because if you get rid of Ted Phillips and Ryan, especially Ted Phillips, who's been in the presidential role for 2 decades and has a Soldier Field, what looks like a spaceship. If you get rid of him, then that's where the things are going to change. So we have a touchdown in the first from Hopkins to make it 7-0 in the first. Kyler Murray was back in a touchdown to make it 14-0 in the second, in the first. Then we had Kyler Murray's second touchdown in the game to make it 33. Then we had the first and goal in the second by Montgomery to make it 14-7. James Conner had another touchdown, another great game he had, 21-7. 33-yard field goal in the third to make 24-7. And Jimmy Graham a touchdown in the third to make 24-14. And a 25-yard field goal to make 27-14 in the fourth, and then a Grant touchdown in the fourth with a 2-point conversion to make it 33-14 to the Cardinals. And then and then 33-22 to the Bears. So, in my opinion, the Cardinals should have won that game. The Cardinals should have easily, gone past that, like 40-50. But yeah, the Cardinals won. They're 10-2 now. Like I said last week, I think that Bruce Belichick's the coach of the year of the NFL. But the Cardinals coach is definitely in contention to be coach of the year. Then we have the Chargers versus the Bengals, 41-22. We had a Kenneth Allen touchdown to make it 6-0 in the first. 43-yard field goal in the first to make it 9-0 in the first. Turnover in the first, and an Allen touchdown in the second, 16-0 in the second. Herbert touchdown second, 24-0. 24 in the sixth, right touchdown by Higgs in the second. 24-13 in the second. And then in the third, we had 24-16, touchdown by Joe Burrow in the second, and 41-22 to the Bengals. Then we had the Ravens, who were on the road to the Steelers going into the game. The Ravens were 8-3, Steelers were 5-1. Rushing touchdown rushing touchdown from Freeman. In the second, make it 7-0 to the Ravens. Boswell field goal in the second, make it 7-3. Field goal in the third to the Ravens, make it 10-3. Jonathan touchdown in the fourth, make it 10-9. Field goal by the Ravens in the fourth, make it 13-9. Third and goal. In the fourth, to make it 13-12. Touchdown by Johnson, plus 2-point conversion, make it 13-20, and a Watkins touchdown to make it 19-20 to the Steelers. Then we have the Broncos versus the Chiefs, 9-22. Touchdown by the Chiefs in the first, make it 0-7. 56-yard field goal, make it 0-10. 3-10 in the second. Field goal by the Chiefs in the third, 3-13 in the third. Touchdown by Daniel in the fourth, make it 3-22, and then touchdown by Williams in the fourth, make it 9-22 to the Chiefs. Then we had the Washington football team, who were on the road to the Raiders. Sorry guys, I'm doing this like early ass in the morning. To the Raiders, 7-15. Logan Thomas touchdown in the first, to make it 7-0. 52-yard field goal in the second, make it 7-3. Carlson's field goal in the second, to make it 7-3, and then the field goal in the third, to make it 7-6. Antonio Gibson touchdown in the fourth, to make it 14-6. 37-yard field goal to make it 14-15, and then Josh Jacobs touchdown in the fourth to make it 14-12, and then a field goal in the fourth to make it 17-15 to the Washington football team. And then we had the Jags versus the Rams, 7-37, easy win for the Rams. Just an easy day for the Rams. Second and goal for the Rams second and goal to the Rams. 0-10 in the first. Touchdown drive in the second by Carlos Hyde, and that was 7-10. Odell Beckham got a touchdown to make it 7-37. And that was a good win for the Rams. Then we have the Colts versus the Texans, 31-0. Easy win for the Colts. Touchdown for the Colts in the first, 7-0, and then 14-0 going into the second half. It was touchdown by Jackson in the fourth to make it 31-0 in the fourth to the Colts. Then we have the Giants versus the Dolphins. 39-yard field goal in the second to get 3-0 to the Giants. 3-8 in the second by a field goal from the Dolphins. Mike Gaskin had a touchdown in the third to make it 3-10 in the third, 6-10 in the third, and then a field goal from the Giants in the third, and the Isaiah Ford touchdown in the fourth to make it 6-17, and a 9-20 in the fourth with a field goal by Sanders, and a good win for the Dolphins. Then we had the Eagles versus the Jets, 13-18. 33-18. And then we had a touchdown, 0-7 in the first to the Jets. 7-6 in the first. Wilson touchdown to make it 7-12. Touchdown by Eagles in the second to make it 14-12. Passing touchdown to Griffiths in the second to make it 14-18. 31-yard field goal to Elliott in the third to make it 24-18. A field goal from Elliott in the fourth to make it 33-18 for the win to the Eagles. And then we have the Vikings versus the Lions. The Lions haven't won a game all season. 13 weeks of Dan Campbell taking kneecaps out, Owen Hart style, and the Lions finally won the first game of the season. They won the first game of the season. They left it late, last couple of seconds of the game, the dying seconds of the game, 27-29. Now they're 1-10. So we start off with a passing touch. Sorry about that, guys. Start off with the first. Greg Joseph field goal in the first to make it 3-0 in the first. Field goal by Greg Joseph to make it 6-0. Then a Jared Goff touchdown in the second to make it 6-7 to the Lions. 6-14, and a field goal in the second to the Lions to make it 6-17. Harrison's field goal in the third to make it 15-23. touchdown plus 2-point conversion from Jefferson to make it 27-23. 15, 27-23, and then a 27-20, and then it was 27-29 to the Lions. Then we had the 49ers versus the Seahawks, 23-30, going into this game. Travis Homer had a touchdown to make it almost 7 in the first. Seahawks, George Kittle touchdown to make it 7-7. 14-7 in the first. 50-yard field goal in the second to make it 17-7. Adrian Peterson touchdown in the second to make it 17-14. Touchdown by Seahawks in the second to make it 23-20, and the last touchdown in the third to 23-23, and then in the fourth it was a win for the Seahawks to make it 23-30. Then we had the Buccaneers versus the Falcons. Easy win for the Buccaneers. 30-17. Passing touchdown to Fournette to make it 7-0 in the first. Mike Davis touchdown to make it 7-7. Cameron Brees to make it 13-7. 21-yard field goal to the Falcons in the second to make it 13-10. Touchdown in the second to make it 20-10, and then touchdown from the Falcons in the second half to make it 20-17. 31-yard field goal plus a 2-point conversion. Two touchdowns in this game. Gronkowski had 2 touchdowns in this game, so he had a great game for Gronkowski. To make it 27-17, and then a 31-yard field goal to make it 30-17. Then we have the Patriots versus the Bills. Mac Jones and Bruce Belichick are on the road to the Bills. Going into the game, the Pats were 8-4 and the Bills were 7-4. Damian Harris touchdown plus a 2-point conversion to make it 8-0 in the first. Touchdown from Gabriel Davis to make it 8-7. 41-yard field goal in the second to make it 11-7 in the second. Field goal from the Bills in the third to make it 11-10, and then a 34-yard field goal in the fourth to make it 14-10 to the Patriots. And that, guys, is my NFL Week 13 recap. Leave your guys' thoughts in the comments, and I'll check you guys later.